guys, Caramilla here from Asleep at Last. Welcome to another one of my videos. So today I am talking about awake windows. Now, awake windows are really important when it comes to baby and toddler sleep. They're something that most people are not aware of. It's kind of something that no one really tells you, and it's something that I wish personally myself I had been aware of, because if you are aware of what your baby's awake window should be, then your baby will nap, and they will nap regularly, and they will nap for long periods of time. And because day sleep directly correlates to night sleep, you're more likely to have a baby or toddler that sleeps well at night if they are napping the correct amount for their age during the day. Now, awake windows do vary by age, from newborn right through to age 3 when they drop their final nap. If you don't know what your baby or toddler's awake windows are, which most people don't, like I said, I do give out a free nap guide with awake windows by age when you sign up to my email. So check out the link for that below in the comments. When you know what your baby's awake windows are, it means that you are able to get them to sleep before they become overtired. If you miss your baby's sleepy window, which is what it's called, and they become overtired, their non-sleepy hormone cortisol, which is basically adrenaline, kicks in and works against the sleepy hormone melatonin, which means that this is why they fight sleep, and it is really hard to get them to take a sleep. And then when they do eventually go to sleep, they don't sleep for much longer than 30 to 40 minutes, which is one sleep cycle. So knowing what the awake windows are allow you to get your baby to sleep at the perfect time. Now, one key thing to remember with awake windows is to put your baby to sleep within the awake window. So if the awake window for your child is 2 hours, so they need to sleep after 2 hours of being awake, you want to start putting them down after about an hour and a half. So after an hour and a half, take them upstairs, get them into their sleep bag, make the room as dark as you can, read a little story, do a little wind down for 10-15 minutes and pop them down 15 minutes before the end of the awake window, so that they've got time to settle themselves and get themselves to sleep within the 2 hours. If you try and do it at the 2 hour point, baby will be really tired at that point, and they will be really agitated by anything you try to do. Even trying to get them into the sleeping bag, they'll be miserable. They won't be interested in any books that you try and read, because they will just be starting to become beyond tired. So by the time you put them down, you're already on the back foot and you're fighting a losing battle. So make sure you put them down to sleep within that awake window. Awake windows for newborns are obviously smaller, which means that your baby will end up having more frequent naps throughout the day. But as they grow, the awake windows get bigger, and then they usually fall into a 3 to 4 nap schedule across the day. The good thing about getting your baby onto a nap schedule is just the predictability of it. So it just allows you to know when your baby is due asleep. So if your baby starts getting grumpy or upset, and it's not their typical sleepy time, then you know it's not tiredness and there's something else going on. So it helps you to identify what's going on with your child, but it also helps you to plan your day, so you're not ending up taking your child to a baby sensory class or a baby massage class when they are going to be tired or overtired, and then they won't get the best out of the class, and they will just be really unsettled, and it won't be a good experience for you or for baby. So it allows you to plan your day around those predictable times when you know baby will be tired, and it also helps you to get in the correct amount of day sleep for their age, because they all need a certain amount of day sleep, a certain amount of night sleep, and a certain amount of sleep across a 24-hour period. So knowing when your baby needs their sleep and getting that sleep, the right amount at the right times, means that you get to bedtime at an age appropriate time also. So if they haven't slept well, for example, and you know that they are down on their typical day sleep amount, you know you'll need to give them an earlier bedtime. And it also just helps you to know when to set bedtime. So knowing what the awake windows should be between each nap and bedtime, because they do vary. So the awake window between morning wake to morning nap, from morning nap to lunch nap, from lunch nap to the third nap, and from third nap to bedtime all vary slightly by age as well. So it is useful to have a guide and to know when the best bedtime is for your little one. Now, some babies and toddlers need slightly more than the recommended awake window, or slightly less, so make sure you play around with the awake windows when you get my nap guide. You know, it's not set in stone, so I usually find that little ones can vary by about 15 minutes either side. So if you're sticking to the awake windows for a good few days and you find that your baby is still really unsettled and they're just not working, then try a smaller awake window for a few days. And see if that helps, or if you're putting them down within the awake window and they're wide awake for 20 minutes or half an hour before they eventually fall asleep, try and increase the awake windows, and that should help. It also helps you with nap transitions as well, because again, it helps you to understand that is what is needed at this moment in time. If your baby is on a regular schedule, if they're on a regular routine, and they suddenly start fighting a nap, you know either to increase the awake window or that they are needing to drop that nap. So it just helps you to troubleshoot a bit better as your child grows and when you hit some of those milestones. It also helps you to weave in feeds across the day in between the naps, so that you tank them up in the day, which gives them a better chance of dropping those night feeds as well, which is what we all want, so that they can start sleeping through the night. So I hope you found that useful. Like I said, if you want a nap guide with all the awake windows on there from newborn right through to age 3, as well as the amount of day sleep and night sleep they need by age, please sign up to my emails. The link is below. If you like this video, please hit like, and if you would like to be notified of when I do another video, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys, bye.